Hello and welcome back to IXL tutorials. This is Mr. Duffick, and today we are doing IXL D3, which has us naming different types of angle pairs with figures that have transversals in them. So remember from class, a transversal is just a line, kind of like this diagonal line here, that intersects two other lines, in this case two parallel lines. So it intersects here and it intersects here. Okay, so you just need to know the terms from class, like supplementary or vertical or complementary or adjacent angles, and then you're just going to identify each one depending on what the question is asking you. So, for instance, they give you a diagram here and they say which angles are supplementary angles. So supplementary angles are angles that add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so we'll go to our options here. First option is JKH. J, K, and H. So this angle right here, and then L, K, M. So this angle right there. Are these two angles supplementary? They are not. They are vertical angles. They're going to be the same thing. They do not add up to 180. The next one is JKH. So same angle, and then K or L, K, H. So these two angles. Are these two angles supplementary? Yes. These can also be called a linear pair of angles. Okay, whenever we have a straight line like this and a transversal that goes through it, this angle plus this angle has to add up to 180. Okay, so these two are definitely going to be supplementary angles. Next, supplementary angles. I'll skip that one. Go back low. Okay, here's another one. Which angles are alternate exterior angles? So these are angles that are going to be on the outsides, but they are on different sides of the transversal. So for instance, let's go through here. TUX, TUX, so this angle here, and YXZ, YXZ. So this angle and this angle. Are those alternate interior angles or exterior angles? They are not, because this angle right here is not on the exterior, it is on the interior of the figure. It's between these two lines. Exterior would be like outside here, outside here. So next, YXZ, YXZ, so right here, and TUS, TUS. So this one and this one, are these two alternate exterior angles? And I would say yes, they are, right? They are on different sides of the transversal. This one is on the left side, this one is on the right side, and they are on the outside portion of the figure. So we're going to mark yes and move on. Okay. Now for all of these questions, I believe you could just you could only choose one of them. There's only one correct answer. It's not a select all that apply. So you can take kind of solace in that. So this next problem here is adjacent angles. Adjacent angles just mean angles that are standing next to each other that kind of share maybe a same line. So we'll go down here. We'll go POL, POL. So this angle right here, and POQ, POQ. This angle right here. Are these two adjacent angles? Are these two angles that are next to each other? Yes, that is true. So we're going to click that. Click submit. Okay, good. Which angles are consecutive interior angles? So as the name implies, they're just interior angles. So angles on the inside that are one after the other. So consecutive. So something like that would be a pair of consecutive interior angles. So we'll go IJM, IJ and M. So this angle, and then LMJ, LMJ. Well, there we go. So this angle and this angle, those would be consecutive interior angles. So we'll click that. Great. Okay, we've already done adjacent. That's just going to be angles right next to each other, probably that share a line, kind of like that. Okay, jump into next level. Another adjacent. Oh, so then you do get to problems that say select all pairs. So again, we have adjacent angles here. And we'll start with MLO, MLO, so right here at the L, and then KJ or KLJ, so KLJ. Are these two adjacent angles? They are not. They're not going to be right next to each other. Down here, we have POL, so POL, so right here, and then POQ, POQ. Are these going to be adjacent angles? Yes, I believe that was in one of the last problems. So they're going to be right next to each other. They're going to share that line. So yes. Next is POQ, so right here, and then LMJ, or MLJ. So these two, they are not right next to each other. And then we have NOL, so our angle right here. And then POL. So this angle right here. So are these two angles adjacent angles? Are they next to each other? Are they sharing that line? Yes. So we're going to say that. Let's click submit. And we are already 291. So we're going to stop the video. They have vertical angles right here. Remember, vertical are just angles that share that intersection point. They're on opposite sides. So these two would be vertical angles like that, or these two would be vertical angles. So again, that's where I'm going to stop the video. Study hard, stay safe, and I will catch you on the next IXL tutorial videos. Goodbye.